It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
So there you go, Caroline Leavitt letting the cat out of the bag. There will be some shots fired tonight. Unbelievable. I mean, they're just throwing it in our face, showing us ahead of time, what they're planning on doing. There'll be some shots fired tonight, and there were. And then, of course, you got the interviewer there, don't know his name, sitting there with his insane cackling laugh after she says it. I mean, they just can't contain themselves. They're so giddy because they think they're fooling everyone and getting away with it, and they're not. But, because if you scroll up here, you see all the big happy family here after the shooting went down. They all look so happy. It obviously all went to plan. And, of course, Caroline Leavitt saying what she said. But like this article says here at winterwatch.net, we're in a special time in history. No one believes the system anymore. They could be telling the truth, but they've done so much deception that no one believes anything they say. The system is collapsing, and it's truly an epic time to be alive and witness this. I agree. It's fake sympathy building, soft lie exercise, milking whatever's left of that post-Butler love. By coinkydink, even Erica Kirk is on hand to feign traumatization. Apparently not possible to let one weekend pass without more Neo-Caligula drama. Happy campers after the fake and gay assassination attempt, like we just talked about. Wow. It's just, it's so obvious at this point. But there are still people out there that are deceived by it. It's unreal. I've already run into them on social media. Probably because I put this picture up right here. And I probably triggered the WWE crowd. Because they get triggered very easily if you say anything about their product is fake and gay. So there we are. Shane and Linda McMahon were present at the White House dinner during the shooter scare. And like I said here in my comment, look, the scriptwriters from WWE for the false flag last night. Because it is, everything the politicians do is WWE 101. The Democrats pretend to be mad at the Republicans and vice versa. And they sit and argue on the cameras, in front of the TV cameras. But behind the scenes, they're all buddies and having drinks together at the local cocktail bar. Laughing it up. So, we fooled them again this time. So why would they pull this off now? What's the goal here? Who benefits? Well, Laura Loomer, Looney Laura, she says that the Trump assassination was an Epstein and Israel conspiracy theorist who was radicalized by podcasters. So now you can kind of guess who they're going to come after because of this fake and gay assassination attempt. They're going to come after anyone who speaks out about the Epstein files and Trump and, associating them with Trump and Israel conspiracy theorists. Anyone who speaks out against Israel, essentially, and is against their genocide. That's who they'll come after, according to Laura. She's kind of letting it out there, saying this is who they're going to be looking at because this supposed assassin was radicalized by podcasters. We were talking about Epstein and Israel. So you can bet that that's going to be looked at harder in the near starting now. And then right here we have Trump's clock. This is apparently his plan to break Iran's oil spine. Trump says Iran has about 3 days before it runs out of oil storage capacity and its oil infrastructure starts failing under pressure. He says Tehran will be forced to shut facilities, that recovery will be slow, and that restored output would reach only about 50%. He adds that Iran is under heavy pressure and that the war will end soon with an American victory. And like it says here, this is not negotiation language, it's siege language. The target is not only Iran's military capacity or nuclear file. Once the argument shifts to tank capacity and infrastructure collapse, The war is being defined as an industrial strangulation campaign, and that's true. And so, but the thing is, it's not just going to affect Iran in a negative manner. It's going to affect the entire world, who depends on oil from Iran and the Gulf to actually get through, and so they can continue building things. Industry is going to slow to a crawl because it needs oil to function. And so many other things. Plastics are going to go through the roof soon. So many other things because of the manufactured shortages. And that's what this is. That's what this is. They planned this for a long time. And so this war may drag out for a long time. We don't know yet. And then we have this story from the wars in the Middle East. All U.S. bases in the Middle East have been obliterated. They're just not telling you about it. Just like they're not telling us about all the casualties that have happened either. Definitely over 700 at this point, killed and wounded on the U.S. side, but we'll never hear about it. Not until they can't contain it anymore. So here it is from the burningplatform.com. When will Main Street media hacks finally report the rescue of the two pilots was a hoax to cover up the clown-like disastrous debacle attempt to grab Iran's uranium stash? Say that fast 3 times. It's funny how we still don't have names of the pilots, and they've not been trotted out onto Fox News to celebrate their heroic story. It's almost as if the mainstream media has colluded with Trump to keep a lid on this royal military bleep up. I agree. Completely agree. They're always in with the administration that's in office, even if they pretend not to be. So they want to fight China. The U.S. couldn't hold Guam, let alone defend Taiwan. It's possible that the U.S. would have to evacuate Pearl Harbor. U.S. bases were destroyed throughout the Gulf states, and its aircraft carriers were forced to move more than 700 miles from the Iranian coast. So what good does it do to have them out there? 3 aircraft carriers and their groups with them. And we've seen the pictures of the rations. They're hardly getting any food. The troops that are on these ships are supposedly losing weight and in poor health. But of course, the media keeps covering it up. Wow. Now, this is the new red line that our Asian island nation allies are dealing with. In a shooting war, the U.S. Navy will back off at least 1,000 kilometers from even second-tier Iran, not to mention China. So this is why satellite images from Planet Labs aren't being updated. The rest of the world has more information about the war in Iran than we do in America. Indeed. U.S. bases in the Middle East suffered more damage than the Pentagon admits. According to NBC sources, the U.S. administration asked private satellite companies to block access to imagery of its bases to hide the visible damage. The restoration will require billions of dollars. All these bases were essentially obliterated. So, there you go. Do your investigations on your own. But it's obvious they're covering all of this up. They're also covering up a lot of casualties as well. And then last but not least, let's not forget our Christian brothers and sisters around the world who are being persecuted, especially in Africa. As persecuting Christians is a booming business. This is from the Gatestone Institute. The extremist persecution of Christians, January 2026. It says here they want everyone to learn Islam, and there are those who refuse and they get killed. That's a survivor, persecution.org, from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's January 22nd, 2026. It says here, how can we understand that fighters have been operating freely for over 2 weeks in the same area, attacking village after village, without any effective response from the security forces? The population feels abandoned to its fate, exposed to massacres while official speeches multiply without any visible action on the ground. This is also from the Congo. The night I was abducted, they killed my mother and kidnapped my older sister and me. The slightest mistakes are severely punished. For women, they kill their children and throw them into a hole. They would send me to kill people on my own, and when I refused, I was whipped all over my body. Also, the Democratic Republic of the Congo this past January. And then the next one, I was raped by 4 men successively. I couldn't handle the pain of 4 men abusing me successively. I was wounded terribly. My body was deformed. That's Esther, and she's age 11. Once again, Democratic Republic of the Congo. ADF uses abduction, forced conversion to Islam, gang rape, and child soldier recruitment as a deliberate strategy to terrorize and reduce the Christian population in the eastern Congo. And then the next one, these victims did not pursue legal action, which appears to have emboldened him. He showed no hesitation before attempting to burn Morris alive. That was in Pakistan. The girl was forced to record a statement claiming she had willingly converted to Islam and married Ahmad. She also falsely stated that she was an adult, despite official documentary evidence proving that she was a minor, 13 and below the legal age of marriage under provincial child marriage laws, which prohibit the marriage of girls under 16, and was also Pakistan. And it just keeps going and going. And then this one, Iran has an open secret. Persecuting Christians is a booming business in the Muslim majority nation. And the country is earning large sums of money from arresting Christ followers, apparently. And there are many other attacks on churches throughout Italy in the month of January, including fecal smearing and statue beheadings. It just keeps going, guys. And we need to keep these folks in our prayers. All over the world, keep praying for the remnants in Christ. Keep praying for them earnestly, without ceasing, just like we did for Leland Jones, who is now free today, in case you weren't aware. But Leland Jones has been released. This is his latest video here. Jailed in Cyprus, freedom. I'm released, he says. So praise the Lord, Leland Jones has been released from immigration detention in Cyprus and is on his way back to the USA. So blessings to all of you who prayed, shared, wrote, and called the embassy in Cyprus. Our prayers have been answered. So there you go. There's living proof of the power of prayer right there. And the embassies were overwhelmed with your phone calls and emails to set Leland free. So thank you very much for those who participated. And that will be it for now. But the same way we kept Leland in our prayers until he was released, let's keep these folks in our prayers too. That God would keep them safe. And he would give his angels charge over them, lest their foot dash against a stone. All around the world, in Africa, Pakistan, Iran, wherever they're being persecuted, guys. China, of course, North Korea. We could just keep going with that too, right? And here in America very soon, it's going to get much worse. And that'll be it for now. Don't forget, don'tspeaknews.com. It's home base for all that we do. I put a lot of stories here that we can't speak about anywhere else, and that's why we have a website. And so there's over 3,000 stories here now. And many of them, like I say, that we can't speak about anywhere else but here on the website, don'tspeaknews.com. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, so you'll be notified every time there's a new post, there's a subscription tab right here. There's also my contact info under this tab. That's Don't Speak News at Proton Mail. And then to subscribe, there's a box like this at the bottom of every article. You'll get one pop-up while you're here, but only one. Just type in your email, click on subscribe, and you'll be notified every time there's a new post. If you'd like to support us, we're listener supported only, and we're here at the end of the month, so we are definitely in need of support. And I want to thank everyone who has supported this month. Without you guys, like I say every time, we would not be here. So click on this tab, and all these links are also at the bottom of every article, where they should be. And of course, we have Buy Me a Coffee, and we have Cash App, we have PayPal, and we have Venmo. And that's how you can support us. And Rumble, BitChute, and Telegram are right over here. All the places to find us around the internet. And that is it for now. God bless, take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak News.